S.Y.
according to
Qureshi,
that,
you've written a book on the population myth. You were part of the group of Muslim intellectuals who met RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwatji recently. Bhagwatji calling for a cap on population and a policy for population control. Do you think there should be a limit on the number of children, women, like families can have?
No, not at all. In fact, I would like to say, I saw that speech. I didn't hear him, but I saw the speech, and I briefly heard Poonam Mukherjee, if that was her voice. Actually, we don't need any new policy. Our population policy of 2000, which came in Mr. Vajpayee's time, is a brilliant policy. And Mr. Bhagwat's speech sounded very well informed, because he mentioned that we have already reached the replacement rate. He was using the right figures. If we have already reached the replacement rate, where is the panic? So all that has happened is that what was thought to be achieved by 2011 has happened a few years later, but it has happened already. Now, and things will only improve from here further, because the fact is that although 52% of Muslims still don't do family planning, they're doing it very fast, they're catching up faster. The gap between Hindus and Muslims, which was 1.1 TFR, 1.1 child, the gap between Hindus and Muslims has come down to 0.3. Why has the gap reduced? Because Muslims are adopting family planning faster. So one concern should be out of the way. Now, there is a huge unmet need of the Muslim. The largest unmet need is the Muslim. About 12% Muslim are anxious to do family planning, but services are not reaching them. Why? They don't want to go to mini Pakistan. The doctors don't want to go. You give them those services, and the Muslim figures will shoot up. So actually, Mr. Bhagwat used the figures which were very encouraging. He even referred to China. What China used to be a role model for some of these people. Right now, have a one-child norm and just see what happened. Now, the same China abandoned one-child norm in 2016. They went to two-child norm, and they abandoned that in 2019. Now the three-child.
No, but they've managed to bring their population under control. If they hadn't done, of course, having a one-child norm, Mr. Qureshi, has had some fallout, but they've been able to arrest their population growth and make their population much more manageable than India's at this moment.
No. At the same time, at what cost? At what cost? Because now they have 70% old people who are unproductive. That is when they change the policy, whereas we have achieved the same thing in a very persuasive manner. Already we have reached the replacement level. From now on, after 15-20 years, the population will only start going down. So that is something which we need to understand.
Varis Pathan, someone like S.Y. Qureshi calls Bhagwatji's comments balanced. The AIMM seems particularly upset. He didn't mention any particular religion or community. Why then is Mr. Owaisi and the AIMM so upset?
Well, in August 2016, Mohan Bhagwat made a statement which law says that the population of Hindus should not rise. What is stopping them when the population of others is rising? 2016. Then Mohan Bhagwat says the DNA of Hindus and the Muslims are the same. Then he comes before the nation and he says that because of the population increase, there is a demographic imbalance which is taking place in the country. So we all know whom he is targeting to, whom he is referring to. Whereas let me tell you, the fertility rate, with the data which we have, Rahul, is very clear that the fertility rate of the Muslims has considerably gone down. I will show you the data which is not prepared by Varis Pathan at his home. This is the, according to report last year by PEW Research Center. Fertility rate among Muslims, the largest minority, is the highest among all major communities, but has been declining fast. It's now almost equal to that of Hindus, according to the report. Now, from 1992 to 2015, Muslim fertility rate declined from 4.4 to 2.6. For Hindus, it went down from 3.3 to 2.1. So why does he want that population control? Not only that, give me some few seconds out. In 2019, the Rajya Sabha member of Parliament moved a private member's bill in the Parliament seeking that there should be a population control law, population control bill. During that period, the minister, Mansukh Mandavia, stood up in the Rajya Sabha and he made a statement there is no need for population control bill to be introduced as the population in the country is stable and we have got certain schemes which prevents the overwhelming population control. Then, not only that, the Supreme Court, there was matter was pending where the Ministry of Health filed an affidavit before the Honorable Court saying that we don't require a population control law, population control bill. So this is clear before the nation. But they want to divide the country. Hatred is going on everywhere in the country. Mohan Bhagwat was trying to say that the population is increasing. If you are so much concerned, then you must speak about demographic dividend. If you take control of that, you provide employment to the youths, you will see that the difference is there. We will go beyond
here's
China,
the point that's being discussed. Outside of the politics, Waris Pathan, if some family is having 4 children, 5 children, 6 children, 7 children, it's not happening en masse, but in some cases it is. The question that even sensible people are asking is, should there be a cap to that? I think that's the question that's being asked. And what's wrong in having a cap? Let there be a reasonable cap. If somebody doesn't want that it be capped at 2, it could potentially even be capped at 3. But if somebody is having children, which then becomes difficult for our nation to deal with, which doesn't then remain a demographic dividend but could become a demographic disaster, you try and put a cap on that without being unreasonable. Mr.
But
Pathan?
for that, the government needs to have the policy. They were, see, today the youth is not getting married, Rahul. The fact is that today's youth does not have money to provide for himself. When will he provide wives, children and everybody? So you should have a policy, you should increase the employment, give employment to the people, provide proper schemes, then only we can have control over this. But there is no need for a population control in the country, wherein the data is set. Why do they want, if Modi has got 5 siblings, Yogi has got 7 of them. Earlier the CM of Bihar was having, Lalu Prasad was having so many children, he is having so many children.
No, but I'm not saying this about any one religion, I'm asking a general question.